Hello everyone, Sun's2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Bluestone, a mod that adds the ability for you to send redstone wirelessly, or use bluestone specific blocks to activate each other. So from a pressure plate to a bluestone dropper, or piston, or just an emitter and receiver to do similar things. So what you want is obviously some bluestone, which you make with lapis and redstone. And there is information tabs as well to give you an idea, as well as the bluestone torch. Now obviously these two are only for crafting, you can't place them in the world at all, and you use these for most recipes. Otherwise, you've got a networking tool to connect up either an emitter or receiver, or just connecting certain things like a bluestone lever to a bluestone lamp, pressure plate to a piston, a button to a dropper, certain stuff like that. It doesn't have to only be the emitter and receiver to send a signal. And for the most part, we'll just go through each of the recipes so you can get an idea, as well as the information tabs. And obviously everything else is pretty much just bluestone, either next to it or in place of where redstone would be in case of the observer or piston, and many others as well. So, the networking tool, if you happen to have one on you, obviously, we'll just get this out of my inventory, and we connect these. So, on their own, they're not going to do anything. If I connect this and this, we'll activate the piston, and it should do the same for the other as well. Or should I probably just deactivate quickly? Ah, okay, because it's got the same hooked up. One thing with the networking tool that I have had sort of confusion of is what it's actually connecting to, because it seems to be that it keeps connecting to the same over time. I'm assuming you want to keep this as just a shift right click to send the signal, rather than just right clicking, because right clicking it will still do the same one, while shift clicking will completely change the blocks that you're targeting. It does recommend to actually shift right click to do networking or connections, but either way you can still right click. So best to keep that in mind, as there's no way to actually put this in a crafting grid to reset it or such. Or otherwise, if you are struggling, I guess you could make another, but probably best to shift click just in case. Otherwise though, besides connecting up pressure plates or buttons or bluestone levers to any of the specific blocks like lamps, droppers, dispensers and pistons, you can obviously use emitters as well as receivers. So just get a new one here, get a new network tool just because why not. We'll put the emitter over here and the other over there. Just right click this, and we get some redstone. You should be able to send it wirelessly, like so. We do already have a lever here. Now this will pretty much seem like it's acting like a redstone block or torch. And obviously that's not doing anything, so I probably didn't do it correctly. There we go. So that'll send a signal wirelessly, and if I want to turn it off so it doesn't continue sending a signal, I can turn that off and nothing will pass between them, and the redstone dust won't be lighting up anything else, or it won't connect to another lamp or something of sorts to carry out what it's supposed to. So if we want to, we can do that. It's not doing anything there. Connect that, and it's part of the network now. Everything else should act as you'd expect. I haven't had too much luck with the observer, because I'm not really too good at understanding how it works, besides its face and outputting side. I haven't been able to set it up, at least for the bluestone networking side of things. But otherwise everything else definitely works. Just demonstrate with the dispenser, which we'll just get a new one. And we'll get, I guess, a bluestone lever. And that's not sending anything. So there and there. Do this. We can send a signal and it'll output. Or we could have a emitter and receiver and then send the same signal to this, and this will be part of that network. I haven't come across anything where there's limitations in terms of what you can connect to the network or distance, but I don't know what the case is, and there's no configs, so yeah. Otherwise though, there is obviously a bunch of other stuff that will come in the future, such as other doors, rails, logic gates, and a bunch of other aspects as an extension to Bluestone. Other than that though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.